$50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
I remember talking with a scout about him, and he said, you know, I love the fact that he was a high school basketball player. He does so many things with his legs to keep plays alive. But he did the same thing as a basketball player, kind of a point guard, knows where the ball's supposed to go, and knows how to deliver it to the open man.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, Darnold. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
4-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. A first down throw, Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback, and that philosophy works for them very well.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force 4th down.
Jets 3.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Russell Wilson. Of course, he won a Super Bowl on this very field back in 2014.
And it had to be especially sweet because no matter how much he plays it off with people like you and me, hearing all the time that a quarterback of his stature, less than 6 foot tall, could not win a Super Bowl, and he played a big role in getting that done. Has to be sweet to him.
And we don't have to talk about small quarterbacks as much.
No, not nearly as much. They still have more to prove.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Gain of 42 yards on the play.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference, defense.
And yes, they want the point, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wear down the other defense. We'll see. That's complete to Arthega-Whiteside. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
One across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Play to the running back.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he heard all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Yeah, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
on second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Makes the score, Cowboys.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
24-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Back to throw, Darnold. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking it. It's a 52-yard punt, not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Tackled at the 47.
They gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets' sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
The ball carried by number 23.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
At their own 14-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Man, those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And this offense is running away with this one. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Their own 23-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Darnold from the gun. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the road gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball, let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Past the there he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and he'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Got Herndon, his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Jets on 3rd down. 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Yeah, yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Darnold on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Now Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they move this all the way down to the 9. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
Sam Darnold sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan, and trying to counter all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And the route is on here in this first half. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
20-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys add on.
The kicker on for the extra point.
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Where do you line? And plate is where we're going to go to.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in his first half alone. Now it's Darnold. It's the tight end Herndon with it. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Darnold to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. Open man left side. It's the tight end Herndon. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
To the air again, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the 20.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because they're
focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on fourth and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And a hit turned it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start with another matchup between two teams that played 2 great Super Bowls. The New York Giants heading up to take on New England, and it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. Tyrell Williams, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz lighting things up. 3 touchdown passes there. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Tackle made there by Camille Correa. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. On first down, it's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Darnold's pass complete to number 87.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams able to get him for a loss of about 3. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quentin Williams in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on second down. Darnold, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Crowder, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Darnold down to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. It's the tight end Herndon with it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
65.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they try the right side here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now a handoff looking right. And now look at him go. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. C.J. Mosley in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 69 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this month. No, okay.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. HajaritheGoatGod's, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Darnold. And he finds the tight end, Reed. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10.
With the score, Cowboys 78, Jets 50.
Darnold from the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Sam Darnold sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Open man is HajaritheGoatGod's. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go. And he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do, and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. And now he'll tuck it and run. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. C.J. Mosley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get...
And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now out come the Jets. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And it's fielded at the 34. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was playing college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who have been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there. And
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Kamale Correa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he's going to go down again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd down and 10, Darnold. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Darnold's pass.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got
down the numbers. There he goes. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
A gain of 40 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in.
The fuck about you?
Lost 6 there on the first down play. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys add on. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. On second and 10, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Darnold. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall. 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Darnold. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now a handoff looking right. And fights through 1 man. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, it breaks another. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.